we all have opinions. Some of you may say Nemesis Inferno tops Nemesis Reborn. Some of you may even say Legoland reigns supreme over all of the UK parks. Or some of you may even say Vampire is better than Mandrill Mayhem. I'm looking at you, Q4 Coasters. Today I'm here discussing my own opinion. Fright Nights is way better than Scarefest, and I have a few reasons for this. Just bear in mind before the video starts, this is all my opinion. So, some of you may think, yes, Scarefest is way better. Well, no. Also, I've only ever been to Alton Towers once, and I've never been to either of the two scare events. I've also never been to Thorpe Park. So, just take my opinions with just a grain of salt, okay? That's not even the saying. Don't care, didn't ask. So, my first reason on why I personally say that Fright Nights is far better than Scarefest. Fright Nights has more attractions. Fright Nights has stuff like Death Doors, Deadbeat, which I've never seen before until I checked the Thorpe Park website of this year's Scarefest stuff. Actually sounds decent. Stitches, another one that I've never heard of. Survival games, one that I have heard of, finally. And trailers. Now, all of these scare mazes really just don't compare to Alton Towers' Scarefest lineup of Compound, Daz Games Reloaded, also known as Daz Games Panic last year, Altonville Mine Tours Tiny's Revenge, The Attic Terror of the Towers, and finally Burial Grounds. Now, this is all the thrill attractions, all the thrill mazes at Alton Towers. I'm not really counting the family ones right now. I will be talking about one of them later in this video. If you saw the community post, you might know what this might be talking about. So, now we're going to use a point system that I literally just came up with like 2 minutes ago. So, Fright Nights has 1 point because I can't be bothered to count how many each of them has, but if Fright Nights has less, honestly, they all look way better. Category 2, Alton Towers has Amigos in the Afterlife. I honestly could not care less about a kiddie scare maze in the Alton Towers dungeons that could have been something so good. I hate that they made it a family attraction instead, because honestly, they could have done something amazing. They could have done some sort of medieval thing, but instead, now we have you just going into Amigos in the Afterlife, just going in to flex to your friends, and then all you just have is, "Hello, I am Big Macho Man, Day of the Dead Skeleton, I'm going to beat you up," performs Silat. Because honestly, it does not look good. I really think they should have just replaced it with some medieval themed scare maze. That would have done amazingly. So yeah, because Alton Towers Scare Maze, what am I talking about? Because Alton Towers Scarefest has Amigos in the Afterlife. Fright Nights gets another point. It's currently 2-0 to Fright Nights. Reason number 3 isn't against Scarefest. Reason number 3 is to Scarefest. Basically, Burial Grounds looks immense, and I really wish that I could do it, but I'm going to Canada's Wonderland this October, and sadly I won't be able to stay at night to do any of the scare mazes or scare zones. But anyways, on the topic of the actual video, not me yapping on about Canada's Wonderland, Burial Grounds looks immense. and I don't think it compares to Death Doors. Death Doors is just you knocking on the door. For all you know, a mailman might be behind that door. A Girl Scout trying to sell you cookies. That's really American, never mind. Scrap that. Might be, but I don't know. A door-to-door salesman might be behind the door. I was gonna say Jehovah's Witness might be behind the door, but that might be classed as anti-Semitic, so I'm not gonna include that. But then, on the other hand, Burial Grounds just has a random, not random, but it just has a bunch of actors that are really well trained. And then they've just got hog masks on and everything. It's so well themed and everything. Oh, and also, let's not forget about this.
We are the Uncharted! Yeah! Or what they call digital sound!
Yes.
But then again, the Death's Doors ones are still really good. They've got the one actor that was excited to see, Sam Costello. Should have been Digital Dan in my opinion, actually. So now the points are now 2-1, still to Fright Nights, but at least Alton Towers has a point. The fourth bit of evidence is just the actors in general. The actors are really good at Thorpe Park, and the only main good actors at Alton Towers on the current scare mazes, I'm not talking about any past ones here, Sanctuary, I think that would have had amazing actors, and same with Subspecies. But with Alton Towers, the only good actors are the Burial Grounds actors. I think the Compound actors will also be immense, but Compound isn't a thing yet, so I'm not including it. But basically, Thorpe Park Fright Nights has amazing actors for all of its scare mazes. Just find one scare maze that doesn't have good actors. This section's already done. Right, I'm going back on what I said about not talking about past scare mazes. I have to bring up this one because it's so ungodly bad. The Invitation. It just speaks for itself. It's just a guy sucking on your fingers for 10 minutes. Yeah, the point immediately goes to Fright Nights for this one. So the final score is... The final points are 4-1 to Fright Nights. The reason why it's 4-1 when the last time I said the points was 2-1 is because I completely forgot to say 1 for the section before that previous section. So, yeah. Overall, I think that Fright Nights is miles better than Scarefest. Because, well, it just is. Just, if you've watched this video, you know. And why would you be just at this point of the video and you haven't watched it? At least listen to it in the background. That's what I usually do. So, yeah, case closed. My opinion still stands. Fright Nights is better than Scarefest. Tune in next time for why I think Alton Towers is going to end up becoming irrelevant if they don't step up their game.